What time is it? It's update time.
Alrighty, hello everybody, my name is Primeval Gamer, and thank you once again for tuning into my channel. Today is yet another update video, and as you can see, I am from a different angle instead of from in front of me. That is because my webcam is a piece of shit, and it will not let me record in 60 FPS all of a sudden, so I decided to use a real camera. Yay, this is gonna be fun. But anyways, I digress. Today I wanted to start out with what this video is going to be covering, which will be me, who is Primeval Gamer, who is Clark. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole premise of this video, but I wanted to start out actually kind of like with an intro thing. I don't really know. I guess it could be called an intro, not positive, but we'll push through it. Okay. Anyways, so, little story time. Before I go into this, I actually had to drive down to Florida last week to go visit my grandmother. It was a family emergency. Can't really go into too much about that. It's a little private. But I ended up picking up my cousin. You know who you are. I picked him up. I drove down there. Now, driving from where I'm from in Georgia to Clearwater, Florida, that's about an 8-hour drive. And I drove the 6 hours to go pick him up, and then he drove the 2 hours down there. But on the way back, I drove the 2 hours to Gainesville, and then I stayed the night, and then I had to drive 6 hours back. So that 6 hours, I was bored as hell. And I actually ended up having footage on my phone. My wonderful Samsung Galaxy 3 has terrible audio. The front cam is absolutely horrendous. The footage itself is very bouncy, juggly, jiggly, any other synonym you can think of for bouncy and moving a lot is what pertains to this video, and the audio is just absolute trash. And I tried to make an update video out of it, but it just wasn't working, honestly. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But yeah, the audio was horrible. I tried fixing it in Adobe Audition. Didn't really work out too well. The noise reduction and all that, it really wasn't working. It really wasn't helping. It was just overall bad audio. I mean, I guess that's what I get for using a thing. I just didn't want to put you guys through that cancerous video. Oh, it's 6:12. I have to go to work in 33 minutes. Nice. Fun times. Okay, anyways, so I ended up driving down on my dad's Nissan Versa. I absolutely hate that car. That is a car meant for small people. Now, mind you, I'm only about 5'10", but I wear like a size 11 shoe, so, I mean, it's a very cramped space for my feet where the gas pedals are and all that. I absolutely hate that car. I actually drive a 2000 Ford Ranger XLT. It's a manual. It's a 5-speed, I think. Yeah, 5-speed. Don't really like that car. I actually miss my old Nissan Frontier. It was that was a 2001 or no, my Ranger's 2001. My Nissan was 2000. I miss that car. It got in 3 wrecks, with me in it, of course. I was only the cause of 1. The other 2 were not my fault. Actually, the first one wasn't even my fault. The person stopped suddenly in the road, but of course I got falling too closely from behind, and I got the ticket. So now, yeah, my insurance is skyrocketed and all that fun stuff. It's fun being older. It really is. Kids, don't grow up. Do not grow up. Just try anything you can just to stay young. Hit yourself in the head with a hammer. Maybe you can become, I don't know, just something. Anyways, so here is some footage from that. I'll only play a few clips because it's pretty bad. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, here we go.
Fire, bringing me on desire, taking me so much higher, and leaving me oh fuck, I can't do it. Oh shit. I found the strip club. It's called the Sign. It was strippers as seen on Jerry Springer. Apparently they had strippers on Jerry Springer. I need to go look up this episode now. I'm so excited. I found the sign. All right, that's it.
Pretty fantastic, am I right? Well, anyways, let us get into the main topic of today, which is actually me. That sounds very egotistical, and I'm very sorry. I am not a very egotistical person. I actually care a lot more for others. The more you know. Anyways, so about me. Hi, I'm Clark. I was actually born in Clearwater, Florida, ironically, which is where I went last weekend to go visit my grandmother. I was born June 1st, 1996. That makes me 19 years old. I am turning 20, of course, on June 1st. Not very excited about that, because, you know, the whole 21 thing. I'm a little bit more excited about that, but with 21 comes more responsibilities, and I'm actually waiting until I turn 25, so actually, what I just talked about, my insurance goes down. 25 is going to be a good year. More money for me. Yay. But anyways, so more about me. So I graduated high school in 2014. Yes. Yeah, 2014. I'm sorry, I hated high school. Don't miss it at all. I hated all the people there. I just, hated it. Absolutely hated it. I actually liked to go into college for the one semester that I went, but now I'm going back to college, so I'm even more excited. Because the thing I love about college is you don't have to interact with a lot of people. And I am an anti-socialist. I do not like talking to people a lot. I actually kind of prefer this because, like, I can just talk to a camera. I don't actually have to talk to people. It gets really awkward. I have social anxiety, and it just gets really weird sometimes. I forget what I'm supposed to say. I say really weird things sometimes, and it just shouldn't be said. At work, I'm a little bit more comfortable because everybody likes me, so I can get away with a little bit more stuff. But that's a whole different ballgame. But anyways, I digress. So, what do I like to do? And I'm sorry this sounds very selfish, but I am not. I just want to let you guys know who I am. I actually love to write. I've actually written a lot of poems. I tried to write songs, couldn't really do that, because as you can see, I have an acoustic guitar. I actually have an electric guitar in another room with an amp. I actually have a violin that I've never played. But yes. Anyways, so I love writing. I'm actually currently trying to finish writing a book that I have. I've been writing it since my junior year of high school, which hasn't really gone too well. I've actually, like, rewritten it, like, about 3 times, I think. I'm on my 3rd time right now, but this 3rd time's a charm, I guess, and it's actually going a lot better than I thought it would. I actually tried turning it into a graphic novel, which really wasn't going too well. I tried inking and all that stuff. For any of you who draw, you know what that is. Any of you who don't draw, inking is basically, if you've ever seen The Walking Dead, it's just the very thick black lines. You're actually using ink for it. It was just very hard. I actually have a lot of actually, I have it right here. Let me grab it real quick under my constant pile of crap on my desk. You can hear that. Lovely. I actually drew all the comic stuff for it. So there's like that. I can keep going. I think I had up to like 12 pages or something. I had all the dialogue and everything written out for like the first several chapters. It just honestly wasn't working for me. I mean, it was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be because there's the whole perspective thing. This is all just sketching, and that was the last page that I did. So let me close this up. Okay, I know I'm talking about it right now, but also I love to draw. I haven't drawn in a long time, but I used to do a lot of drawings in high school, and I actually have right here another notepad. It's an extra large. Hopefully this doesn't cut off on the camera because I can't really see because the camera's turned around. So this is just one drawing that I did. It's of one of the characters in my book. There's that. I actually did the governor started the governor from The Walking Dead. When I draw, I don't typically finish my drawings. I just kind of go about doing them. And here is my prime jewel, actually. This is probably one of the most intense and detailed pictures that I've done so far with pencil, at least. I actually do another type of art. It's colored pencils and paint. So, yeah. This is actually the main villain from my book. I like the way he was going. But yeah. So that's all that. I've got drawings scattered everywhere, all around my house. I don't know where the hell half of them are. But yeah, that's that's that. I collect a lot of stuff. As you can see, I'm a pack rat, and I have a bunch of stuff. You can see the DVDs in the background. Back before there was Netflix and all that, you actually had to buy DVDs. Imagine that. And VHS. We actually still have some of our VHS. The one that we have, I think, is Walking with Dinosaurs. If you guys ever remember that. That was my freaking childhood right there. Walking with Dinosaurs. I absolutely love dinosaurs. I still love them. When I went to go see Jurassic World, I got so excited to see all the dinosaurs in there. It's so fascinating. Dinosaurs are so cool. I'm a child at heart. But yeah, pack rat. Clothes on the floor. I've got a bunch of Star Wars stuff, as you can see. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. When The Force Awakens came out, my friends and I actually pre-ordered the tickets like a month or two in advance. We went to opening night, and there's actually a picture on my Twitter, I think. Yes, it's on my Twitter. I know that for sure. It's on my Twitter. We actually went to Target and bought Star Wars onesies. I have a Stormtrooper one, my buddy Nick, who was in my GTA video and another Cards Against Humanity video. He had a Darth Vader one, and we wore them there. We did not care. I actually have a pair of Boba Fett socks that I bought too. They're about $20. I bought them at the North Point Mall in Alpharetta, Georgia. They were amazing. I loved them. They're comfortable as hell. They're actually dress socks, so that means +2 for me. I get to wear them casually, and I get to wear them for dress-up events. That is what I'm talking about. I also have a pair of dress-up TIE Fighter socks. That is amazing. But also, you can't really see it in the background, but I have a ton of Star Wars posters. I've got one of Rey, got one of Kylo Ren. I have one of the main bounty hunters that you pretty much see in Episode 5. I have the awesome poster that has all the characters from 4 to 1. And I've got a bunch of the pop bobbleheads. Let me actually... there we go. Because I am absolutely fascinated with Rey. It's these. I tried collecting all of them. You know, it just didn't really work out because they're about $13 a piece, and that's pretty ridiculous to pay when you have other things to pay for. And also, I have a 1/16th model of Darth Vader. I love this thing. It sits next to my desk all the time. I also have a little Millennium Falcon, a bobblehead Boba Fett, and the most adorable little Darth Vader USB drive. His head comes off, and look, he has 8 gigabytes of storage space in him. Absolutely fantastic. I also have a bunch of German Steins because I'm very proud of my heritage. I am German, Irish, Russian, Panamanian, and English. And as you can see from my pale complexion, mostly Irish and Russian. You know, the Aryan race, I've got blonde hair, blue eyes. I would have survived the Holocaust. So, yes. That is that. I'm sorry, somebody was knocking at my door, I thought. And also, one other prime jewel in my room is this little guy. Sir Moose-a-Lot. Yes, I won him at a... Where did I win him? White Elephant. Christmas party at church I used to go to. I got him, and people tried... They were like, Clark, are you sure you want that? And I said, of course I want it. And I actually had to wear this mustache all night, so I just threw it on him, and I call him Sir Moose-a-Lot. I have been with him for a long time. But anyways, more about me. I love movies. I mean, unless they're really shitty movies. I don't like movies with a lot of green screen or kind of crappy effects. I do like actually watching B-rated sci-fi movies. Those are such a fun time to watch. They're just so bad. And it's just, I just love watching them because they're just so terribly funny and all that stuff. But anyways, so I'm starting to run out of time, so I'm just trying to cram everything in about what you would like to know about me. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I actually got a Deadpool comic book for Christmas. I was very excited about that. I do read a lot of Star Wars novels. I'm a big fan of Stephen King. I tried reading Game of Thrones, couldn't really get into that. I love watching the Game of Thrones show. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I love The Walking Dead and Daredevil. I actually just finished Daredevil Season 2. I watched the first season when it first came out, and it was so good. In the second season, I absolutely love the Punisher. He is my all-time favorite hero, or anti-hero of all time. He's my favorite character in any Marvel comic. I just love him. He's just a cool character for what he does. But yeah, so that is pretty much all I can think of right now about me. If you guys have any more questions about me that you want to ask, just anything in general, I mean, Not if I've killed somebody or something like that, or I'm the Zodiac Killer. If you guys saw that the Ted Cruz debate or whatever, somebody flat up asked him if he was the Zodiac Killer. That was pretty genius, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, no, that's about it. I thought I had a thought, and then it went away. Sorry, I have severe ADD, so I know I don't normally talk this fast, but I get really excited when I make these videos, so I start talking faster. And because I just kind of like doing this type of stuff. It's a lot of fun to me. I actually have a speech impediment. I actually have a stutter that I had when I was a kid, and it hasn't gone away, but I still have it, but it's gotten better. But I stutter when I get really excited. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can do for now. But thank you guys for tuning in for this amazing update video on who I am and what I like. If you have any more questions, hit me up on Twitter or in the comments or whatever. Just let me know. If you guys want me to do anything, let me know anything just at all. If you have any questions for me, just let me know and I will respond to you directly. That is a guarantee. So, without further ado, thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful rest of the day and good luck on whatever you are doing in your life. If it is illegal, I do not give that my okay. I couldn't think of the word for give that my okay. I don't know. Okay, anyways, if it's illegal, don't do it. If it's legal, it's okay. It's okay in my book unless it's really weird and fucked up. But yeah, alright. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and I will see you guys next week. Thank you. Weeks ago, I wanted to start doing like actual skits with my friends IRL. But yeah, I just had this. Yes.
Dude, it's alright. I'm pro. I got this. Dude.
What time is it? It's update time.
Alrighty, hello everybody, my name is Primeval Gamer, and thank you once again for tuning into my channel. Today is yet another update video, and as you can see, I am from a different angle instead of from in front of me. That is because my webcam is a piece of shit, and it will not let me record in 60 FPS all of a sudden, so I decided to use a real camera. Yay, this is gonna be fun. But anyways, I digress. Today I wanted to start out with what this video is going to be covering, which will be me, who is Primeval Gamer, who is Clark. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole premise of this video, but I wanted to start out actually kind of like with an intro thing. I don't really know. I guess it could be called an intro, not positive, but we'll push through it. Okay. Anyways, so, little story time. Before I go into this, I actually had to drive down to Florida last week to go visit my grandmother. It was a family emergency. Can't really go into too much about that. It's a little private. But I ended up picking up my cousin. You know who you are. I picked him up. I drove down there. Now, driving from where I'm from in Georgia to Clearwater, Florida, that's about an 8-hour drive. And I drove the 6 hours to go pick him up, and then he drove the 2 hours down there. But on the way back, I drove the 2 hours to Gainesville, and then I stayed the night, and then I had to drive 6 hours back. So that 6 hours, I was bored as hell. And I actually ended up having footage on my phone. My wonderful Samsung Galaxy 3 has terrible audio. The front cam is absolutely horrendous. The footage itself is very bouncy, juggly, jiggly, any other